say I love this movie so much. I'm sure you guys heard this like a million times.
It's
I
still
would
nice
go
to
see
hear.
this second and third times, and I'm sure you both already knew that too.
Well, thank
People
you.
willing to go pay, but I had to say everyone was so good in this film. I understand you were Ed's first choice.
I
And only for
I
this
had
role?
I had done a reading of the script a long time ago, 6-7 years ago, when it was a little just kind of coalescing as a project for Edgar. So it was nice to be considered, you know, even after that. So I was glad I had the time in my schedule to do it, and I really prioritized it because I really wanted to do a film with Edgar, and the fact that we had the nice people at TriStar and Sony paying the bills, and MRC, everybody pitching in. It was great, and we have a phenomenal
He
star.
is amazing.
And it was
Seriously.
wonderful working with this young man, and I look forward to seeing his career busplode into the world. I think I'm saying that right.
Busplode.
Busplode?
Not implode.
No, busplode.
That's probably better than
Busplode.
implode. Yeah. Seriously,
bust
you were
out and
really good.
Thank
You
you
probably heard that. Like
Thank
your
you so much.
performance was so amazing.
Thank you.
The first scene, the beginning, I thought that was to
The
die
movie
for.
starts like, you know, I think Edgar wanted to do like a thing where basically what you do at the beginning of the movie is drop the needle at the beginning of a record. You drop the needle, you're right into the first song, you're right into the first scene, you're right into the first introduction of these characters, and it doesn't let up until the very end. And it's exciting. It's really exciting,
beginning
and
to end.
a lot of movies don't start like that. You know,
I
you got a
agree.
kind of a slow burn. This one is like relentless.
No, you're right. I mean, that's and plus you guys have such great this film has great ensemble cast. You, Kevin Spacey, Mr. I think is it CJ?
CJ Jones.
He's amazing.
He does a great job.
Please talk about your scenes with him because I understand you have to learn signs.
Yes, CJ Jones is a deaf actor.
Comedian, right?
Yes, and he's also very funny because he is a comedian, and he plays my foster father in the film. And most of our scenes are done with sign.
Was there anything you find it challenging in the process of learning signs?
I actually I felt like learning sign was sort of like because I didn't learn more sign than I had to say. I didn't learn how to do sign completely, so I only learned what I had to say in the actual film, and it was sort of like learning lines. And once I knew my lines and I memorized them and they were muscle memory, then I went in the scene and just sat into the scene and let myself be there in the moment with him and know that this was now my way of communicating and these were my lines. And it was great having an actual deaf actor because CJ also was there to help me and tell me if he felt like I was doing anything wrong or, hey, you're doing the sign a little bit wrong or that's good. Because signing is very expressive.
Yeah.
It was a real treat for me to be able to do it in a film. It was really, really cool. Thanks for bringing that up.
Oh, thank you. Last question. If you have to pick a soundtrack, what would you choose?
We've gotten this question a lot. While we were shooting the film, I was fortunate enough to see Prince's last show in Atlanta. It was the last live show he ever performed.
Wow.
So I would be okay if that 90-minute show was the last thing I heard on a loop. That'd be all right.
Oh.
He was there too.
That was an amazing show. We saw Prince. Oh
So
my.
you both pick Prince for the soundtrack you have to choose?
No, that's me.
So is it
No.
one soundtrack that you can choose for the rest of your life, or
Yes.
just?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why not?
Well, when you said soundtrack, for whatever reason, I started thinking about like Pirates of the Caribbean or Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
like
stop.
a movie soundtrack. And
Music soundtrack. You don't have to do movies.
But I do. I don't know why. I just do.
Oh, okay.
And I want to choose Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
So good. Da 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 da.
Like you get like
It sounds like Game of
inspired.
Thrones. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes.